Welcome, millionaires, billionaires, and future trillionaires. As always, I aim to bring you truth, knowledge, and wisdom to assist you in your journey to crypto. So, guys, imagine this. So, I'm going to give you two scenarios that will help you understand what's going on in the market. The first is imagine um, everyone, imagine all the big institutions, the banks, some of the countries, imagine they know that a big flood is coming. So this flood is going to wipe out everyone if they're not prepared. So all the people that knows this big flood is coming, they're preparing an ark, they're preparing a boat, and some are preparing planes, some are preparing um, a rocket to get off the land. So um, everyone that knows this are preparing at this moment. So this is the perfect scenario in the crypto space. All the people that knows this flood is coming, which is a financial flood, so which is a financial conversion from fiat currency, digital money to cryptocurrencies. So this is the biggest tech boom we will ever witness in our history, and this is the biggest meme season we will ever witness in our history. So while everyone is preparing, and all the people, I would say over 90% of the rest of the population are distracted, or they have no idea what's about to happen. So a few people that knows, they're just trying to grab onto every part of the plane, every part of the rocket, every part of the boat to get off the land as well. So that could be that would be us, the retailers. We're just trying to grab onto the banks, the institutions, the countries, people with the big money. So we're trying to hold on to the rockets, the planes. We're trying to get on them so we get off the land with them. So we save ourselves in the process. So this is the same scenario I can give you. Is we're about to see the biggest wealth transfer in our history, and everyone that knows this, that's in the retail space, is holding on to the curtail of the institution, the banks, the countries, because they're going to be the one that's pumping the market, and retail's going to come at the top. So I don't blame them for what they are doing by shaking out as many people off their rocket, off their boat, and off their plane as possible before they take off. That's what's happening here. And that's why there's a lot of manipulations in the market, because they're shaking out as many people off of them as they possibly can before they just take off. Because if you don't put your money into crypto, you're either going to lose it, as I mentioned before, through hyperinflation, devaluation of the currency, the current currency, because it's a currency conversion that's happening. So if you don't, for anyone that's in crypto, it's a perfect example as, let's say, a token has been launched and it's been in the market for quite some time. And the team has announced that they're going to relaunch that token. If you are holding the old token, then once the new launch happen, then you will lose over 90% of. We've seen it happen all many times in the crypto space. If you don't migrate to the new contract or change over to a new token, you will lose over 90% of the value of the old token. This is the same thing that's happening with fiat currencies versus cryptocurrencies, because a lot of people don't understand crypto is money. It's not something you need to be traded on. It's something you should be accumulating, holding. For once the conversion happens, then you instantly become millionaires, billionaires. And for those that understand that what's happening here, we creating a lot of our own projects. We literally creating money, guys. And once the conversion happens, then all the money, all the wealth is just gonna flow into our project. As keep mentioning this before, it's just like I said, it's a lot of rain that's about to happen. So we've laid out a lot of buckets because it's been a longish drought. So financially speaking, um, literally speaking as well. So there's been a longish drought with no rain, no water. So now we're about to get heavy rain. Um, and after this heavy rain, we won't see rain for years to come. So if you can collect as much water as possible, then you give yourself a chance to survive. This is the scenario I can give you. So that's why we're laying a lot of buckets to collect as much rainwater as possible. So the analogy here is correlating to the projects. So we're creating a lot of projects, we're creating a lot of money. So once the conversion is fully happening, the wealth transfer is fully happening, then we're going to amass and collect a large portion of this wealth that is about to flow into the crypto space. And everyone um, every business, every company, every institution, every banks is going to be talking about crypto, is going to be putting their money into crypto because if they don't, they will lose it, guys. So this is what a lot of people don't understand. All the money is coming into crypto. You just have to prepare yourself for when it does happen, you collect as much as possible. So this is why we're laying a lot of webs as wide as we possibly can. We're laying our net as wide as far as we possibly can, which is creating a lot of projects, not just regular projects, monster projects. So if you create a coin, the best way I can explain this is you creating a coin that's magnetic to the wealth. So if you create a monster coin, it's just gonna magnetically attract majority of the wealth to it, based on the name, based on how the coin is, based on um, the type of token it is. So it's gonna attract it's gonna pull majority of the wealth to it. This is what's gonna happen with pretty much most of our projects, because they're gonna magnetically grab all the wealth and it's gonna flow into our project. But it gets very deep, so that's why it's good to study your craft. So I only breathe and live crypto because I understand what's about to happen. So I've set myself up to amass and grab as much of this wealth transfer that is about to happen, guys. So that, like I said, if I were the institutions, if I were the banks, the countries, I would do the same thing with the market, guys. Shake out the weak hands, shake out the people that's holding on before we pump it. It's the same thing that happens in a lot of the tokens that get launched. The team sometimes shake out the weak hands as well. It's no different. It's the same thing that's happening, but it's happening on a grander scale with institution, banks, and countries. They're shaking out the weak hands um, before they pump the market, guys. So we're just holding as long as we can because we understand what's happening. It's just pure manipulation. And once it's over, they won't be able to contain Bitcoin for any longer. They won't be able to contain the market for any longer. They won't be able to hold it down for any longer. We're just gonna look and Bitcoin just gonna shoot to 150, 140, have a slight retrace and continue its path toward $1 million. They can't stop what's happening, guys. So like I said, it's all about patience here. Patience will win. So most of us are going to be the wealthiest people in our history. People are going to want to do interviews um, about us. So, like I said, um, it's only it's only, let's say it's only a moment of time. So once, it should be any moment now, guys. Just buckle up, get ready for what's about to happen. It's gonna be massive, guys. It's all the money in the world, not just in one country. All the money in the world is is coming into crypto. So if you can give yourself the opportunity, if you can see it and you know it's coming, you can better prepare to grab as much of it as you possibly can. And this is the reason why we're launching all of these projects, guys. I'll see you in the Telegram.